Hello, I'm Phoenix, and this video is me just walking you through my accepted game art portfolio for USC. So applying to USC's game art program was one of the more difficult ones in my college applications, but something that helped me make my art portfolio for USC was portfolio walkthroughs that other people have gotten accepted for and have posted online. But for USC, there's only one other person that made a portfolio walkthrough, so that's a big reason I'm making this video. So first, I'm gonna go over the portfolio requirements. This is only for the portfolio. There's a bunch of other things in the application, but um, here are the requirements. So we need 10 to 15 still images and or moving image files. And I think that last part is like really important because I feel like not a lot of people take advantage of that. That you could input videos, animation, and yeah, just like it doesn't have to always be still images. I would also recommend using all 15 images that they provide because 15 is not a lot, and you really want to show them like your diversity and your skill. So I guess we could just jump right into my portfolio. Here's the first one. I'll put it on screen here. It's really recommended that you have life drawing examples in your portfolio because it really shows your fundamental skills and like observatory skills as an artist. So the ones on the left are from a figure drawing website that I use that just has a bunch of images and it gives you like a time frame to draw the images in. And it's really good practice for just figure drawing if you can't go to an actual like live class or something. The images on the right are from a local college's figure drawing club. It was really good experience. I would suggest if any local colleges have figure drawing clubs or art studios have any figure drawing, I would really suggest going to them. It's just really inspiring being around all those artists that also have the same interests as you. This is the second image. As you can see, I've been using like a collage technique where I have multiple images in one image. So I just use like Photoshop or something to input multiple images and save it as one JPEG image, so I could upload it on slide deck as one image, and they're fine with that. So that's a little life hack, I guess, to have more than 15 images in your portfolio. I also included the time frame that it took to draw these figures. Keep in mind that these figure drawings are the best ones from multiple sessions and out of like 50 other poses. So just make sure you put the best ones in your portfolio. It doesn't have to be a lot, but just like make sure you show your best work. So this third image is a little different. I did figure drawings of dogs and I used images just off the internet and then also of my own dog. And I submitted this photo because I was suggested by Laguna College of Art and Design's counselor to input like animal figure drawings just to show like diversity and your different skill set. And I wasn't very good at animal drawing, but I did it a bunch for like a week and then chose the best ones after that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy how they turned out, but drawing animals wasn't like my strongest suit, but I think including it was a good thing, and then also making sure it's presentable by spending a week on creating a good enough spread. This fourth image is more related to game art. I just tried to create like a samurai inspired character with expo marker on paper. Here I'll actually show you what it was inspired by. Okay, so LCAD's counselor suggested looking at this book while I built my portfolio. I'll put a link to it in the description. It's made by Art Center students, I think, and teachers, but it has really good concept art in it. Like it has like cool things, and then it also has this type of style. And you may see the style imitation in my fourth image. I think that's fine. It just shows that I'm interested in character concept art and like I know what game artists actually do in the industry. Okay, so moving on, the fifth image, I have some concept art on the left side. I'm actually like really embarrassed by the left side because like I did not try at all. I just wanted to show like concept iteration, but I low key did the iteration after making the image to pretend that I like revised the design. Yeah. But now we're getting into more rendered pieces on the right side. I included this one because it shows the creature design based off of a real bug called the acorn weevil. And as game artists, I think it's really important that you show your concepts and your iterations getting to your final product. Yeah, like showing how it was based off of a real thing or multiple designs and you choosing the best one. Just make sure you include those sketches in your portfolio to show your like concept iteration. This is the sixth image. This is like a original character design, I guess. It's not really a design sheet because it doesn't like show any of the full body or silhouettes or anything. But I'm really happy how the rendering was, and I just wanted to show what I was most skilled at. So this image is more of a illustration rather than concept art. So this is my revised version for my LCAD application, which I submitted after USC. I would have submitted this revised version on my USC if I made it in time, but I included silhouettes and just more ideas to make it more like concept art rather than just illustration. Because game artists aren't only illustrators, they're also like concept artists, and you need to be able to make different ideas and not just be able to render. So this is my seventh piece. I included it because of the subsurface scattering in the ear, and it just shows lighting skills. Moving on, this is my eighth piece. I included it because it was a much different style, and the rest of my images are kind of this similar style. I also think it has good storytelling and like makes the viewer interested in what it's about. And that's important because in the game industry, you're not only just making pretty images, but you need to also tell a story with those images. This is the ninth image. I just included it because I was like proud of the rendering. It has water in it, and I don't know, it was just cool. So this is my 10th and 11th image. I made these actually like 2021, so like a year before I actually started my application. So it's fine to include old work if you think it's good enough. I just put these in because it shows a character actually within an environment and like interacting with it, like with the feet actually touching the floor and interacting with the lighting in the environment. I also really like the 11th image in my portfolio because it shows a really extreme perspective, and you hope that every image in your portfolio is showing something a little different and showing your diverse skill set, that you actually can do perspective or you can have character in extreme lighting. So make sure your portfolio isn't just all the same image in a row and you'll be set. So this is my 12th image. It was really inspired by this artist. I really wanted to focus on good composition and lighting and also including like a lot of motion in the painting. And the 13th image actually goes along with the 12th image because I made it as reference for the 12th image. So I just like in Blender, I 3D modeled a little cart and then just used that to paint over on top of. I went back to it because I wanted to include 3D in my portfolio, which is important as, or can be important as a game artist. Moving on to the 14th image, I wanted more 3D art in mine. So I created this piece. I 3D scanned my head or photo scanned my head with my iPad. I had my sister just photo scan my head as I stood still. And then I went into Blender and then blew it up with, I think, a physics sim. And then I drew on top of it using Procreate. So finally, the 15th is not an image, it's a video. It's just clips from my animated short film. I wasn't finished with my animated short film at this time, so it's not the best clips, but it's just like the best that I had. And also, I only included clips because the file size doesn't allow for like a super long video, so I just had to choose the best ones that I had. And I think including this one as the last piece was really important because it was such a standout piece, and it would leave a really good impression on the reviewers because it shows like my passion for art and like a unique skill set that maybe not a lot of the applicants have. You might have noticed that my portfolio is kind of grouped into three different sections. I have first figure drawings, illustrative pieces, and then more 3D work along with the animation at the end. And I think this type of format kind of ramps up your portfolio as the reviewer goes through. So like it starts off, basic figure drawing. Everyone should have that in their portfolio. And then illustrative pieces is what I'm like strongest at. So I think it's like more impressive. And then finally the 3D pieces I think it's pretty unique to have it in a portfolio. So I think that left the biggest impact, and I wanted that last. So it kind of ramps up as you go. This is just one format. Other people have a really strong start and then a really strong ending, but it's up to you really. So I hope this was helpful. I could make more videos on like the creative personal statement or any of my essays that you guys need help on. I could just like explain my thought process and stuff. So just comment down below if you want that, and yeah, good luck. I also wanted to say that you shouldn't just copy me. Make sure you tailor your portfolio to your own strengths. And also, a lot of this advice and information I got from just various internet sources, and then also LCAD's advisors, which is a different art college. So yeah, like this advice might not be 100% correct for every single art college, but it worked for me. And also my LCAD portfolio I feel is like way better because like I spent more time on it. So if you want another video of me going through my LCAD's portfolio, just let me know.